Hey guys, morning. Um, we are already in a trade here at 85 prior to the market open. We're looking at putting stops very close here. We're looking at this 95 very closely. 32.95 to 285. Looking at the POC and an extension of the overnight move from the low to the high, from straight low to high, and 1.5 deviation move. We busted through a couple items. We know there is a lot of stuff going on. So there's the 85 to contract sell our stops. Alright, yeah, fill the room here, and we in that is 6.5 stop, 6.5 TP. And then we look at the extension run out. And on oil, we got in on a double POC, value area high on the open. We were looking for the 50, got in at 45 on the trigger on double POC, swing high, swing low of the major, and house had stops at 60. So we dropped our stops right above where the high is. We will be looking for one TP already taken. We're looking for the secondary TP, which is a return to the low. May get a bounce off on the open, but highly unlikely. May see some order flow down to the bottom. We'll use structure as and value as our TP. You could look for 70 to 75 as your take profit. You guys all look for the extension. We see a lot of value in this particular trade using the tight stops on the open. We may get knocked out early, but we have the secondary area ready to load up on the trade. So we're looking at first entries at the 85s, which is at the open, with stops above here. We're looking for a quick dip. We don't really trade opens that much, and we close off part one of our trade already on the oil. Just before the open, we got the punch to the upside to tie into the double POC. The double POC is built off of the major swing, high to low, swing high to the swing low. Look for where the point of control. Our secondaries are up here, we're up here. 52.60, we are entered at 51.50 on the live, just prior to the open. And looking to close out our secondaries right at value area low. In the trade, this is 15 minutes, go to the 5-minute chart. Just looking for the order flow to finish, to complete our trade, which is the swing high to swing the last swing. Value in the area 80s, 75 to 80s is valid take profit on the area. You can see where our trigger area was. We look for the higher one, and we use stops beyond the swing node right here. Alright, just looking for some continuation on the trade at this entity. Validation on the ES would come with push. We already close to more than one deviation, so the expectation is for that 79 to 80 to get filled, and then we'll see the reaction. This is a lot of value in this node here, and then you have the vacuum to this area. If we do get stopped out, we know we have secondaries to load up in the area here. So right now we're sitting at VWAP. VWAP is logical exit also. I have the question box loaded if you guys have any questions. on what we look for, and it's all about taking smaller risks. So this morning we only took 15 points risk out of the area here. Wait for the pop and then put ourselves in into where we think value will be. So you're just looking for early value in the market and then deal with the market as it comes. Don't look to bite off too much. You may get the order flow straight down, push to the downside, but we're just looking for logical areas to be in and out of the market. We got filled on 75 on the live. On the secondaries, our live target was 75 from the 50.
Order filled.
So that trade is complete. This is the order flow, take off that. On the ES, we said we look for the 85s and the push down, look to take profits off of that. We know where our stops were. Our stops were built off 6.5 points, which was deviations, 20% of the deviation. So we're looking for some order flow back to this 77, 78 area. Our actuals entry was 85. I think I posted it on YouTube on our planning section. Urban trade plan. From our trade plan, we were looking at the 80s area firstly, then we saw the pop push it up, and we know exactly where we located. We were looking at the 80s primarily. We just moved to the 85s of the section here. You can see where we identified the POC, and we showed exactly where we're looking at in the area. So just make sure trade what you see, guys. So our expectation is for the flow to come down to the downside in the first 30 minutes at least to 78. On the actuals, this is the actual post here. So the 85s had the stop loss at 91, 91.5. This is our picture of where we entered based off the point of control, looking for the push down, looking for safety or above this here. You could widen your stops, use as contracts if required to at least 7 to 8 points and use 8 points on your TP. If it does not work, we already profited on oil. So you can see you would have gotten filled right here. Order flow works most of the time, and using your pointer controls. Reason we had that 85 to 75 as we take profit, as you can see what we are looking at from the punch. Major value low area you may look for is a rotation back to the 40s. If you do get back to the 40s, it should be good. Our main concern right now is our ES, to see where we end up in the first 30 minutes on the ES before the 10 a.m. Remember, I'm an hour ahead, so be very careful on this particular entry from the 85, but you should have some structure to defend on that section. We're looking at primary entry at 85s, secondaries at 94s, 95s. Or we're looking to hold through the 85s for the first 30 minutes at least. We have 2 contracts running 1 TP at 78 from the 85, which is 7 points, and then we use the second for the runner, which is the expectation of the 72 area or of the VWAP in the market. Don't expect a lot of pushes to the upside further than this. Let's see what we're looking on value. We at 500,000 only on that, so trading was a little bit light overnight, so I form part of our plan, our trading plan also. We got in one short overnight and got stopped out for like about -3 points or something like that, so that would make us -300. On the overnight we didn't take anything excessively out. So if you do have questions on your build, you could always go to more or less the basic trade plan and look for what we're looking at. The 78, 79 is your one deviation, one on hours, so 80 to 82 was deviations. Point of control, we looked at the point of control. The point of control was very important to us. So you want to see any reaction around that point of control, which was last week Thursday's point of control. Protection minimum should be at 91 to 92 if you're in the trade or thinking about entering the trade on the market open. Again, you can see what we're looking at in the market. You can see why we want to place our stops beyond that. This is 1.5 deviation. For overextension on the move. You can see it right there. That is a high probability trade today. If this 85 fails, we're looking for high probability trades in the market. This is a 1 hour chart. Let's go down to don't know if the 15-minute chart will show that. Actual trade, right? So using this as a bridge to come to the downside. We know our primary stop somewhere at to be. We are 91s for this particular trade. We want to hold the extension to basically 67 to 68 is the intention to hold the secondary part of this trade. So our 68 is our extension to the move. We already have this placed automatically in live account, so don't have issues there. There's a 60, break out the 60, return the there's 50.95. We may look for the extension itself. If we do see the break, we're looking for the extension back up. We're looking for the return back up if we need to see the break of 63 and 56, and then a return up to VWAP and look to get in at 90 with stops above 20 up here for the rotation. So that's basically what we're looking at this morning. You can see we had doji with some negative delta in the first 5 minutes. So you're looking to see how if the market is moving easier to the shorter side. Now trading on the ES does provide some real tightness with this amount of volatility, so you need to make sure and you know what your volatility and what is the requirement for your volatility, because we know this is the inflection point here. So you can inflect and go up or inflect and come down. Make sure you have measured risk on the market. Oh, I forgot to check what market was doing this morning. Why is it showing 14%? You can see our Tesla trade is working pretty well on the overnights. Hopefully it will be follow. It might follow the market. So again, point of control here was 85. So this is the range we were looking at for the entry. Because we are breaking out against us, we don't have place trade. Right, you can see where we actually locked in the high area here was value. Right, on the value from last week, Thursday. So this is Tuesday, Monday. Right, and we hit 141 extension, 30 pip or tick. Look at the market if it does get locked. You know exactly with the intention of how much contracts firing off. You can see where the 56 was used as a kickoff point overnight. And same idea we had right here was where we implemented some short selling, didn't get edited effectively upside. We didn't take anything off 0.5 deviation. Didn't think that was possible. And news-wise, Democrats screwed up overnight. Totally screwed up. That right cup of tea. Right, so we still seeing order flow down to the 60. Wanna see if we could get in on the short side. You can see where the close was at 94 was, I think was the close yesterday. Pit close might be a little bit different, so just trying to see if we could get in on 90 and have stocks above 120 there. So looking to sell the market 2 contracts of 90. Already have that trade placed. You can see our stops are 20 and we'll take profits. So you're just looking for the return to the upside and then push down. And we know exactly what we're trying to do on the, you can see tight trading range, and this 85 is very inflective. So we had one success, 2 contracts on oil, made 50 at 50.90. So I mean 25 on 50, 750 in profit on oil this morning. That was a 2 contract sell, took off the upper POC. If we do get broken out, 95 is our sell limit. So we need to have 2 cells at 95, 2 contract cells at 10 a.m. Eastern time. just look for the particular trade we're looking at. It's just about measuring risk first. It might get stopped out. Stop might have been stopped there, right there on the live. So you can see I pick up and I push through first half an hour. We haven't been stopped out on 91.5 as yet. What is? We just got stopped.
Stop filled. Order filled.
Got in on the oil, I suppose. Once you hear that, double click on that. That will be our oil fill right there, I think. Yep, that's your oil fill. Right, look at the continuation trade here. You know which part our stops are located. Use the band, kill the band, use the continuation now. You can see why what we were looking at as the kill zone, primary kill zone was 42 to 34. We took the upper band of the kill zone. That was our primary kill zone there. We know where our TPs are. That's our 2 contract trade. Let's remove on this. So you're looking for the continuation now, the order flow continuation. Let's remove it all to make sure it's clean. We look at here, this node for the entry, this node for our stop. And again, we use a little bigger stops and less contracts as part of our logic. So we are successful in one trade this morning, which was this here. If we do reach back here, we may look to sell the backup. On our total trade, if we do into contracts, we're looking for approximately 30 points on the stop. Want to see some price action here and then wait for 10 a.m. to actually get into the secondaries here, which is allocated 95 to 97. We're looking at 95 or 95 to 97. We're looking at 95s to getting into the market at 10 a.m. You can see we're trading away from fever. So we're looking for is deviation. I say 95 to 97 is your range. We want to go to the top of that band. Look for some weakness of the top of the 95 to 97 area. The 1997 area at 10 a.m. Just waiting for it. Looking for the weakness. You can see that's 48 points to the upside. We have 10 minutes ago. Tomorrow let's enter that trade or look for weakness between the band. This will be our market. So let's see. Need to see something of where is the show you guys where the liquidity is located. Well, um, because you were talking about the 80, I was looking for that 80, said the 80 come down. You can see where liquidity is way up here, right here at this 95 area. So based on we were looking for initially was to fail the 85s, the 80 minimums and the 80, or push to the upside. You see where that big band of liquidity is, so be very careful. So that's why we want to get 95. We want our stops to be, we want our stops to be in this area here, above there. UI just now broke the downside. See where we're looking at. We want to see a complete fill back to the test of the low and then continuation to the downside on the trade. What was the high of this bar? 96.
Order filled.
We just got filled on the TP1. We're looking for the continuation trade. Now this is where we could take full advantage of the trade in the market. Extend. Our TPs. Roll our stops. All we do in this case is keep our stops right there. If we do get stopped out, that is a break even trade. Look for our entry on, we have 7 more minutes to go on the ES. So you're looking for that 97, 95 to 97 entry on the ES. Now be a 2 contract trade. Because we already got stopped out of 1 2 contract trade boy. So what you can do is focus on one market. So what we just do is normally focus on one market. You can see where delta just popped up. Right, some big delta to the upside. Delta was plus 8,000. Anything above 2,000 is very good, so you have some momentum to the upside. So feel pretty safe in just making sure that you enter at the right place, the right time. So timing is important in this case. As per usual, there will be some volatility. Looking for that right here. So you can see we used here the first kickoff of the deviation back out to 4. And you can see where the original deviation move was break out, push up, and extend. So you're just looking for this area here to be your area of validation or invalidation, the case may be. So this is your kill zone here. Pretty wide kill zone. You kill zone is from 90 to 97. So you want to get in the middle of that, which is the 94 to 95 area. The kill zone here. Trying to get 4 minutes in and an area within the area. So 90 to 97 give us 93.5 as our perfect entry, which is in the midpoint of that range. Look for the weakness at any point. So our minimum entry would be is between 93 and 97, which is again with 95.5. Got 2 minutes. I don't think I have a bar counter on this. May need to put one in just for clarity. We have our working order sitting right here at 95. You can see where our stop is using the 6.5 area range. We know where we want to get in the market. We know what we're looking for. In the market, just looking to get locked in right about now. So that is our market sell. That was the instruction.
Order filled.
Got in at 94, it's 2 contracts, 50.5. That is a 10 a.m. sell. We are about 30 seconds early. I wonder if I do have the bar counter setting on this. Stop type settings, bar countdown settings, enable. Right, so again, we were looking for 95, 95.5, and we got in at 94. We are about 30 seconds early, so what we're looking for is to fade the market from 94, 95 to 97. We got in at 94, 95 still possible. We're looking for maximum 97 to fade in the market. So there's a 2 contract sell there, TP1, 96.5, and then we look for the order flow to take us back down to that 79 to 80 level. First and most important thing is always clear this first contract and we already have an oil running. You can see the clean break on oil. We got through the primary, which was 90 to 60. We're looking for order flow to come down to area of support, which would give us a 80 to 90 point victory. Looking for the clean break. Already got the clean break up here and here. So we look for break the sell here, push down, close our two contracts. We entered at 50.90, which was this node here, using this node as your stop, and using your short time order flow, and orders to tell you which part to take profit. How you delineate that is we have one more contract running, so you delineate that by last swing high to swing low. You can see where the entry was, where the TP initial TP was the 1-to-1. You're looking at fair reaction off of this, or you spike to this high volume spike here at 6. So this is looking for your extension on the trade itself. So we just wanted to see the clean break of this area here, this 40 here. That will open up 06 minimum. Looking at this spike here, you have to take everything into consideration on trading values. So we're in at 94 here. I'm looking to fade to 87. In the kill zone. I just post up mask off on top job. See that red live up again. Number one, there's some construction going on home. I'm not posting the oil trade. Oil trade is already going on. Post everything we do. Badly make money. What's going on? Yeah, so that whole thing with what happened with Democrats last night was funny. Like, yeah, you can see the swampiness of it. You tell me you can have an app running. That's bullshit. Alright, we're not looking for the extended target. Too early for that. Take our money, profits, and run, which is the 40 close. I could just simply do this.
Order filled.
Alright. Just close all our stuff. Get our profits. Have no qualms about it. Didn't see a clean break. We at 10 AM. Break didn't come that clean to us, so we had value low here. If you're looking for supportive area, that's your supportive area if you're looking for that. We personally not looking for that. We were bearish in the market. If you're looking for a buy, that is a possible buy point. The only problem is you would have is where you're placing your stops, because if you have 40 as an entry, you would have to use a wide stop if you're using structure, or just take a shot at it. Right now we don't want to see that shot taken as yet. So you can see the reason for entry. The reason for entry was at the 50 area. Was you're losing your composite profiling on oil is based on composite profiling. Swing high to the alternate swing low. You can see exactly 30 node expression we had 50. So let's go to 15-minute chart to show that on what we had for the entry. Why are you doing this thing? Why are we quite up here? Right, 15-minute chart. Looked at two things, 2 points of control. We saw where the market was opening. We know exactly where our stops needed to be. It's about here. We took the chance. We waited for the market just to pop up above, clear. Saw the bounce of the POC and got in right on the second POC. Got in at average of 50 on the retest. You can see it right here on your 5-minute chart, 50-minute chart. You can actually see it here from this point. So we had the kill zone. Why my kill zone is changing? We use our point of control, so the trigger off. Got the rip from the top to bottom. So the trigger off here, wait for the return right here, and got in the market. Right here, 45, 10 minutes before the open. We close off our trade, 2 trades, one from 45, 2 contracts out, hit stop, hit the return, 14 back right here. You can see exactly why and how we do what we do, and look for the extension to the downside, and we took profits here, which is a reasonable point to take profits. Didn't consider ourselves looking at leaving anything on the table. We know about leaving runners to win, but we use logic on where we want our take profits, because oil is a highly volatile instrument. So if we see a clean break now, we're looking for the other side of the trade, which is swing low to swing high. Assuming this is our last swing high. You can see where we next intentional entry is right here off the point of control. I have our 2 contracts set right here. We know last swing high entry, then limited amount of risk. You could bring this down to 51. If we do get the entry and the order flow. So we had 4 successful contracts on. So you can see our secondary 90. So you want to see we turn back to the upside, push. If we do push deep to the downside, I'm using value area low as the entry. And so far on, now got the break. What do we close off by 11 o'clock today, most likely, on primary opportunities. A little more patience with our work. Entry right here at 9:50 AM, 9:55 was the entry time. We'll just make sure we close off this trade here. If we get filled to 94 and 6.5, our actuals are 87.5 on the actual. If you get filled, we'll have like more or less a no risk trade on there. Leave our primaries to the open. I mean secondary, sorry. Doom 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 doom. You want to see some down pressure into the market. Actually, I was watching the Super Bowl performance this morning. Back again. I think it is about 63 or 65 million views already on YouTube. Not really an American football guy. And why did I post the picture right here? What about the picture? Give it as 15 minutes. Maybe a little too small. I'll show you exactly what we are looking at. No worries. Short position. Is all we're looking for in the market. So is that for how you're building your trades? I want to match the scaling. The most important thing for me is knowing how protection up to. Just based on logical trading. Why is my secondary not showing on this? Come on. Why aren't you showing? The secondary comes to be here. Why aren't you showing there? Whatever. Know exactly what we're doing here. See what's up with Tesla this morning. Why is the Tesla price change? something there. Oh, Johnny's like, right. Yeah, it's all about for me is this is an investment I treat as something different than trading, so yeah, let's see. Oh, we gapped up to 900 this morning. With that, I mean, I close off. Ooh, I had to call my broker and find out. I probably would have gotten filled at 900 on 5 of my contract. I need to log that to call to verify my stuff. Just had 9. 5 contracts to close off at 9. Again, this is your wife stuff. Where my deviations levels at. You see right there, 95.5. Stop right there. CL, that now update CL yesterday. Alright, so at 60 at my average entry price, I got out 10. So at 50 more there. So I mean I have 40 now, so I mean I got out of 10. Oh, it's 5. No, it's 10. I think I put 10 at 900. So I mean I have 40 more remaining. Right, so now I have 40 more. So my input is about that. So I mean right now I have 40 more at my average entry of is equal to this. Oops, backspace. This is equal to this. This is equal to this multiplied by this. Alright, so my actual profit from here is equal to this plus this. Alright. So I only have $11,000 remaining on that part of the account. So I'm in the green from everything else. So pretty good. Right, so now this is what is key. See this volume here? This is 21 million. Now the market cap has raised, so what's the market cap on this? What was the high of the day? Once we can hold up at that level. So don't have any issues with my Tesla. Was wondering, was like this number correct? Alright. I forgot to check my close for that. So Tesla doing pretty well. Oops, yeah. Tesla doing pretty well. Need to input the CL number, which was for February 2nd. Copy that. Now I use pit close for my numbers. Mirex. So many Google ads. That was the third, not the second. I'm going to update that date. Control F. This could be front month crude. Front month crude. Update my level here. Oops. Paste that there. This would be February the 3rd. That was Monday. Right. You can see this is F2 that. Update this. My stops 32 points. My stops from a validation. Did not quite hit my level. Why is that looking for that? Right. So now you're getting the bounce. Breakout, we got the bounce. Pull back. Look for that 50, 80 level. Looking for that 50, 80 level. If you're looking for a perfect entry, that is your perfect entry. 95.5 from the deviation. That's your deviation for ES, yeah. 3295.5. Don't need this. Don't need this. Right. CL. Right. As you can see, 4940. And guess where we bounce off the 50 assignment stuff. There's an indication of where you should be entering the market. I'm locked in already, so I cannot trade too. Did not get my return in or out. More worried about my Tesla right now. Like, what? Did I actually get out? Think I would have been out on pre-market. Not too sure. What was the news? Blah blah blah. Oh, come on, man. Why? Why? Why I didn't get that on my squawk? Oh shit, my squawk not on. What's going on? So here's where the rubber meets the road. I looking at getting on 51.80. May get shot on this pressure on news. Just want to see what the news is. So nothing going on today major news. Nothing so far. Oh, come on, man. We know where factor is coming from. China didn't like it, made money on oil. Oh, they've gotten triggered on the 6 points probably on TP1. I have to recheck on moment deviation would have told me is 36, so is what now? 12. One day. Indicators, volatility, standard deviation, show the value. Value is 30. Oh, damn it. Damn it. I did not recheck it. CP1 should have been 6 points. Anyway, no worries on that. No worries. Just didn't take it into account. Still thought it was up onto my range. If I had entered at 95.5, I would have been in business, but we didn't have got filled on that particular dip. Execution was not bad. Time the entry, enter the entry. News wasn't that bad unless that now breaking and nobody have pick up on it as yet. Should not provide. So we have some strength in the market coming off our fundamentals. Just want to see what's this. Want to see that pump up that POC. So we got 55, 50s this morning, 20s. Now we're looking for 80s for the continuation of that trade. You. Right, looking at the picture there, we'll go to 15-minute chart. There is your killer right there. You want to use this as your bridge to stop, bridge to enter. Where you're located, where you want to do. And I could tell you that 161 would be in play. And 161 is built off of this. You need to be, when you make a push, initial push, secondary push. Looking for, according to what time frame you're looking at. And you're looking for what could validate or invalidate here. Okay then. I got squawk. Not gonna add to that particular trade. Let the trade play out. We know our stops are above that 3000.25. Strength is expected to come in with that fundamental news, which is the Japanese signed agreement. And not to worry about that as we're going to. This is the more important one. So it's always good to have your ears to the ground. So that is why when you see us be selling here, I just uh, took my shot at it. Might get blowed. Might just post up this. And first, filter, make sure where did my reply go? Wait, it came up. Yep, got run over like a dog. That was peaceful. Unfair. We'll wait. And see what happens. Made money on oil, lost money on. Yes, so far. Unfair. So unfair. So what we got? Monday looking positive. Tuesday evening in New Zealand news. Wednesday we have ADP. Oh, it's the beginning of the month. Friday is Friday. It's going to be Friday. What code ball is in at this point? Should have been a little more contracts. Oh, it's 11, well 10:43, sorry. Probably might need to take a break, so need to go and grab some coffee and have some breakfast and see what's up with news. So we have one position in here. After this, may not be trading after ending. If we get stopped out here at 3,000, there isn't really a way to sell the market unless you're looking at London close, which is in an hour. I need to just check what's going on with my Tesla to make sure that my trade was closed this morning. So just want to do that and probably wrap it up for the day if I don't get filled on the oil. So if we do get stopped out here, won't be trading anymore ES. So that will be our second loss for the day. We had two very good winners on oil. You're looking at this. If you had your 50 to 60 range here, which will be good for you guys if you're trading off of that. I'm waiting for 50 80 to see if I get a continuation. This was here I wanted to close the trade in, look for a breakout entry within this band here, as we had within this band here, which is build bands. We know what build bands look like. 1 2 kill zone, and push the downside, close off, kill zone, push the downside, close that. There's your secondary areas to look at. So if you're looking at that shorten area, look for complete breakouts and returns to the upside. This might be a valid entry. If you break that low, look for that entry at 50.50. Maybe moving in aggressively on that trade to the downside on oil. If you don't have it, no worries, because we got what we needed from oil this morning already. Had 2 contracts off. Didn't want to risk all of that because we would have need that enter at 50 and had more than 32 points would have brought us back to POC. So if you do get the breakout, look for that area there to the downside. We hold in our position on the 80. We have our position on 94 here, 94 to 95.5 is the range we're looking at for the entry. We may get breaking out here. You can see we hit 99 that may hunt us to 3,000 and then push the downside. So look for that. We had some news events coming out right at the top of the hour when we were looking to execute this trade. So be very careful of what you're trading, how you're trading. So you might get the break point here. We holding firm on the 94s and 95.5s in the area here for short-term opportunities. May look for the return and adjust to 78 on our live account also. I mean 88, sorry. And we're looking for 79s on the extension for the downside, to push the downside. And we see I'll still hold firms at 50 80. So that is about it for this morning, guys. I've been here for like 150 minutes. Need to go and get some breakfast and some coffee. So just make sure trade small, trade smart, don't overtrade, make sure you trade in profitable positions, lock in some profits at least, and then roll stops. Okay guys, that's about it for me. Alright, bye.